Over the last few weeks, I've been watching the season slowly shift, and my knitting has been shifting along with it. In today's video, I wanted to take you along for a few of those moments, from quiet mornings in the garden to the project I'm picking up as the days get lighter. But I also wanted to sit down and chat about how to transition our craft mindfully. The first thing that I'm knitting this spring is this striped sweater. It's a bit of a work in progress right now. I still need to finish the neckline, decide on what to do with the sleeves, and then finish the hem with what yarn I have left over. I've got a very specific amount of this brown yarn. I started filming this vlog early March. There's still snow on the ground here in Finland. That is the first task for spring, to turn it all into water and expose the earth to nourish all the greenery that is just waiting to burst to life. Often, winter and spring can battle for a while, and sometimes it feels that spring takes forever to arrive. But if you look carefully, you can see it softly stepping in. So I'm knitting this sweater out of fingering weight yarn. So I picked this yarn up last summer, and when I saw it, the one skein, I just knew that I wanted to be in a striped sweater. And it took me forever to find perfect brown to go with it, because I just always saw it with brown. I really like working on this colorway and fingering weight yarn now that spring is arriving. It puts me in the right mood, moving away from the heavier nets, which I'm still wearing, but having something lighter on my needles puts me in the spring mood, and this colorway is definitely spring on a skein. I have this habit of reading books in the morning with my first cup of tea. It's not warm enough yet to go outside, or we don't have any outdoor furniture, although I just realized the snow has melted, so maybe we could do that. Anyway, and currently I'm reading Florence Given's Women Living Deliciously. So the morning book is never a fiction book or a novel, it's more of these self-help spiritual books. Yeah, this one I just realized that with the colors of the book and everything, it's really appropriate for springtime. The energy is very spring energy. What I often struggle with in spring is these days when it looks like winter is making a comeback. We've had so gorgeous sunny days, and as you can see, the snow is pretty much melted. But right now, I see white flakes floating down again. That's just the way it is. I'm gonna go out for my post-work walk anyways. Later on another day in the center of Helsinki, I still observe the quiet stillness of winter in the air, but there is something underneath all that just waiting to burst forth. Spring means knitting with lighter yarns, choosing thinner hats and socks to wear, enjoying the pulse of sunshine, moving my morning tea and book moment outdoors, even if all bundled up. Starting to realize all of the dreams I dreamt during winter, seeing which ones want to grow and then making them real, moving towards them. This spring I've had 3 projects on the needles. The first one is this that's now finished, the fire shawl. I need to reblock this one. It's starting to shrink. I don't think I got it wet enough when I did the blocking. It was born and inspired by like the first sparks of spring, like where you just feel that life force is beginning to stir again, and kind of stoking that in a fire there. And then the other project on my needles has been this striped sweater, which is I've finished the sleeves now, and I'm gonna do the neck ribbing first. It does have quite an open neckline, and I think that's spring for you. It's not so much about staying super cozy anymore, but nice and relaxed, and still with a layer of warmth, of course. And then I'm gonna make mine quite cropped. I will continue a little bit, and of course there will be a bottom rib up there as well. But this one will be finished as soon as possible. Sweaters always seem to take so much more time, not just knitting wise, but sort of designing wise. There are more elements to decide and to feel into, and of course the pattern writing process is always, there's a strange hair here. The pattern writing process is always more time consuming. There are so many things that you need to put into writing and then grade into the different sizes. Really looking forward to being able to wear this. The latest project has kind of jumped on my needles. It's something that I've kind of had an idea for, but it wasn't taking any shape. And then one day I realized that this is how I want to do it. This is what I want it to look like. So it was like at the back of my mind, and then it jumped to the front. And since I had the yarn ready, I was playing with color combos as well. I just cast on. Sometimes you have to do that. So what I decided to go with was this kind of a dusty rose pink and then natural white. This is fingering weight yarns, one skein of each, and that'll be enough. And this is what it looks like so far. So it'll grow a bit when I block it. So it'll be a shawl, or kind of somewhere between a shawl and a scarf, but sort of a narrower rectangle than maybe normal rectangle shawls. It'll be a combination of different patterns, those two colors and textures. So excited to work on this. I think this has the kind of more gentle, easy breezy spring energy when you compare it to the fire shawl. So both of these are spring to me, but this is like the life force, and then this is the gentle spring breeze. Spring means packing away your cozy, warm winter nets and making room for lighter, airier shawls. This is one of the spring traditions that I look forward to maybe the most. Hi, editing me here. I just wanted to come in really quickly and welcome all new viewers to this channel. One of my latest videos, the 7 things I wish all knitters knew, turned out to resonate with quite a lot of you, and that made me really happy. The core of that video, the more mindful knitting philosophy, is something that I really want to spread out in the knitting community. And it made me really happy to see that there are so many of you that feel the same way, think the same way, or found something in what I was saying that made you feel better about your knitting. I really loved all of the comments you left there where you shared your stories, your insights, and also asked questions. I thought it would be a nice idea to film a sort of a Q&A session where I answer some of those questions and touch more on the topics that you raised there. And I wanted to let you know that I will be filming that shortly. So if you have any additional questions that you would like to ask me, please feel free to leave them below and I will film that soon. Let me know what you have been working on this spring. What projects are keeping you company? I always love to hear from you and know what you're working on. So do share. If you haven't done so already, a like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you soon again.